faculty and staff colleagues, a warm good evening to all of you. Usually, people of my age feel nostalgic when they go to their farewell parties, meet with school friends and college friends. I kind of find nostalgia here amidst all the Tata brigade here, because they've been deeply involved and ingrained in all my memories of growing up. We have Dr. Rao sir here. I even find it weird to call him sir. I've always called him Tata, so it's not very appropriate. No, we used to call him bearings, vibration, and acoustics Rao. I didn't even know what that meant. It took me about 2 days to even, for the BVA, for his initials. I was 8 years old or something. Everybody used to make fun of him, so I just learned the word so I can annoy him. So he truly brought us, it was the time, I would say, a coming of age time for the college, where he ushered us from a affiliated college to a deemed university, setting us a wide and a very strong platform. We have Dr. Kothari sir here. He's actually my VC, so that's how I remember him. Like he said, he's not, he is not just now he's aware that he wants to come back to VIT, but always he used to be there for any event, even for the smallest workshop, he'll be there for the inaugural, and if you say, sir, it is valedictory, he'll be present. So he was one of the most accessible vice chancellors. We have Raju sir here. Most of you have been, you would have worked under him, unlike the other two, but all of you know Raju sir here. Before he was the VC, I think my first memory of him was as my personal chauffeur in US. I was doing my internship there. He used to drive me all over the country. So it does become very nostalgic to be amongst these people. I hope a lot of you, all the old hats, would have had a jog down the memory lane. I must take this opportunity to appreciate and extend my heartfelt gratitude to Narayanan sir and Registrar sir for putting up this event together in such a grand manner, and also in a way that is more comfortable and very comforting to all of us. The IoE status, it's been a long process. Our registrar just told us about when it started and all the history about it. Since this was out in the media, the status, IoE status, was quite out after the first Modi government took over itself. There was these plans of introducing this. So I always wondered, it kind of piqued in me this interest about why eminence? It is not usually a word that you find in the academia. It's an institution of eminence. It could have well been an institution of excellence. That's how we usually call Center for Excellence. It could have been an institution of importance, or some kind of how they do with NAC, like a class 1 university or something like that. But why Institution of Eminence? I still don't know what the governmental, how they thought it. So I just went back to how a layman would go. I just Googled the word. I know we are so used to the word eminence. I really wanted to know what the crux they meant by eminence. And what it said was an acknowledged superiority in a sphere. In a sphere, you are acknowledged, your superiority is being acknowledged. So that's when I realized why it is different from an excellence or an importance. It not only says we are superior, but it also openly acknowledges throughout the country, and when it is going to be published throughout the world, that we are a recognized institution. We are an institution in this country that has been universally deemed within the country as superior. So this gives us a lot more responsibility. Our quality of work as individual units should improve, because all of us, like Registrar said, should become persons of eminence if we are to be as a basic unit and a basic building block of this institution. There is this famous example that is often quoted. I think a lot of our management faculty might also be aware of. They say, like, if you just put a square plus b square, it is only equal to an a square plus b square. So it's basic algebra. But the same thing, when you put it inside a parenthesis, a plus b the whole square, you not only get a square and b square, sir, max, all the max faculty are laughing at me. So you don't only get the a square and b square, but you get a new component called 2ab. So what this 2ab is, and in management terms, they usually try to define it as that is the teamwork. Yes, it is the teamwork. When all of you get together, there is an extra output. But I was not very curious about this 2ab, which adds more function. When you put it inside the bracket, there is a new component and an extra thing that you're just getting out. With the same a and b, you're getting a new extra thing, that is 2ab. Yes, 2ab is there, the teamwork is there. But I was much more fascinated by the parenthesis. What holds this together? And I think here with the parenthesis that brings the whole new angle to us is our Chancellor. It is under his leadership and his visionary leadership that we are able to work as a team, and that is able to take us forward to produce a new result that is even unexpected of us. Even we didn't know that we are able to produce something of that sort, and this comes from the visionary leadership that our Chancellor sets. And I hope we rise to the occasion that has been presented to us by our government and fulfill not just the needs of the government, but surpass their ability, bring in R2AB. So they expect probably an institution of eminence to get as an A square and B square, but we have to produce a new 2AB that would even be, in competition to a lot of institutions that have been, earlier recognized or generally perceived as the elite institutions of the country. With this note, I would like to thank all of you for presenting me with this opportunity. Have a fun evening. Thank you.